course, as we all know, Lewis Hamilton's contract with Mercedes has come to an end. And yes, today we'll be discussing this special edition G-Wagon made for Lewis Hamilton. I'm Junior, and you're watching Junior. You have heard me properly, my people. Lewis Hamilton is leaving Mercedes after a 7-time win. Yes, Lewis Hamilton has broken many records with Mercedes, have won a lot of podiums, and also have been, well, getting a lot of drivers of the year champions. But well, Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton have decided to part ways, and Lewis Hamilton from 2025 will be part of Ferrari alongside Charles Leclerc. Well, besides that, honestly, Mercedes decided, you know what, since Lewis has been with us for a very long time, it's only right for them to make a special edition Lewis Hamilton G63. Yes, what you're looking at right now is a limited edition, or let me say a limited number G63 made for farewell for Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, it will be in limited numbers, maybe 10, maybe 50, I'm not sure. But what makes this G-Wagon special is not what's under the bonnet. Well, under the bonnet, you still get the same 6.3 liter bi-turbo V8. But the bi-turbo V8 has been tuned and played around with the new pistons, and the turbos have been boosted to produce 1048 brake horsepower. And well, the top speed, as we all know, a normal G-Wagon does 150 miles per hour. But in this G-Wagon actually does 186 miles per hour, which is quite impressive for something that weighs over a whole ton and also has a lot of luxury inside it. But besides inside, let's jump into the exterior of this G-Wagon. And well, as you can see, this G-Wagon is not any normal G-Wagon because, well, if you know the AMG One, well, the AMG One has a two-tone paint effect, which where the front part is a little bit gray and would going towards to the back, it's black. But in this G-Wagon, it's the same thing. They use the same texture, the same style as well with this Lewis Hamilton G63. In the front, it has the gray effect, and in the half of the car has the black effect with the Mercedes-Benz logos everywhere. Okay, well, this makes it very special, and I do love it a lot. Well, Mercedes didn't only leave the exterior to be, well, the way it is. Obviously, a normal G-Wagon would be made tough enough to literally go on mountains, but this G63 is made for performance use, such as the wheel caps. The wheel caps are actually carbon fiber, and the brakes are carbon ceramics to brake more and also have a good run on the track. Yes, this is the first G63 that you can comfortably take to the track and blister around the track the whole day. And also, besides that as well, it is made to be lightweight because most of the parts of this G63 is made out of aluminium to make it much more lighter, also good for aerodynamic use, and also a lot of carbon fiber is put on this car, such as the aluminium as well. And also, besides the cosmetic work that they've done, if you step back and you look at it, you will say, damn, this is actually a very good looking G63, because hand on heart, I do quite like it. It looks very, very nice. As much as I'm not really a big fan of this Mansory nonsense and this other cosmetic stuff that they do, such as putting body kits on G63s and everything, but this one, Mercedes knew what they were doing. Yes, the G63 Mansory, people might say, oh, but it looks nice and all of that. But I mean, this G-Wagon produces 1048 brake horsepower. Literally, it's surprising to see that Mercedes actually did this, because usually Mercedes wouldn't do this to their G63s, because the G63 is something more of a traditional car for Mercedes, you know, they wouldn't really touch on it. But I think someone came into the project and said, you know what, fuck this nonsense that we do with the G63, let's strap 1000 brake horsepower to it. And this is what they've done to the G63, and this one makes it very much special. And also, besides that, if you stand back, you would actually appreciate it. And oh yes, if you go to the back, well, let me say the back, and you'll see there's something's missing. Oh yes, there's no steering wheel. Well, because obviously this car is made for lightweight use, and also for track use, and also for fast use. It doesn't really need the spare wheel. I mean, obviously you will need the spare wheel someday somehow, but I mean, they don't really see the necessity of it because it makes it heavier and it would weigh it down, because most of the car is made out of light material. So I mean, they removed it and make it look much more nicer, which technically it still looks nice, still looks like a G63. And besides that, also the exhaust system is made out of, well, lightweight material, which is I think titanium, which makes it sound much more fruitier, and you also do get a lot of burps when you step off the accelerator. But besides the cosmetics of the exterior, let's jump into the interior and see what Mercedes has done. Well, many might say, oh, but Mercedes didn't do a lot of stuff. Look closely. Look at that steering wheel. Yes, that steering wheel is not a normal steering wheel that you would get in a G63. In fact, it is the same steering wheel that you would get in the AMG 1 or maybe in a Formula 1 car. Yes, this car's steering wheel is made also to look more like Formula 1 steering wheels, and also it does have the Formula 1 effect because you do have a lot of buttons on the steering wheel as well, which gives you the much more of a how Lewis Hamilton would be in the car, which technically you're not a Formula 1 driver, but it will give you a bit of a sense how it will feel. And besides that, the interior has been slightly tweaked as well to give you much more of a sportier feeling and also the sportier effect as well. But besides that, it's still a G63, still practical, still can go anywhere. And besides that as well, it is much more faster to do everything because, well, it has a 1048 brake horsepower on your right foot. But besides that as well, I mean, the leather is still going to be Napa leather. It's going to be very comfortable. You still get massaging seats. You still get heated seats and I think heated steering wheel thing. But besides that, you still get a beautiful G63 inside. But the only difference is the performance under the bonnet and the cosmetics outside and also the steering wheel inside. But besides that, let's round it off or let's total up the of this Mercedes G63 Lewis Hamilton edition. Well, I give it a 6.8 out of 10. The reason why it's a 6.8 out of 10 is because I personally feel that 1048 brake horsepower is just too much for a G-Wagon. I mean, it's not really necessary because honestly, if you drive a G-Wagon for day to day, 500 to 600 brake horsepower would be enough, but 1000 brake horsepower, I mean, it's a lot of horsepower. And besides that as well, I don't think over time you're still gonna really love the cosmetic work that is done for the steering wheel because you will get annoyed if you have a G63 and you have this one, or maybe you would have swapped your G63 for this one. You wouldn't really enjoy it that much because the yoke steering wheel doesn't really fit it that well inside. But besides that as well, the cosmetics outside, that two-tone paint, I don't know, man, I don't think everybody would love to live with that two-tone paint day-to-day basis, but for a few months, yes, you might like it. I also do like it. I don't have a problem with it, but living with it, I don't know, it's going to be a bit of a hassle. But besides that, the reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because I haven't tested it and I would love to go and see it as well. But by doing that, please help me by subscribing to the channel and also getting it to 1,000 subscribers. And also, let's get my YouTube channel to a higher level as well as our social media page, which is actually on Cars, which is on our Instagram page and also our TikTok page. But besides that, I truly don't really like it and I truly do like it. It's a 50-50 thing, but overall, yeah.
The video, if you did, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. If you want to watch more videos of mine, click onto the main channel to go and watch more videos of mine. And if you want to learn more, keep up with my channel's updates, I suggest that you go and follow the channel's Instagram page, which is Junior on Cars, and also the channel's TikTok page, Junior on Cars as well. And more car content coming soon and reviews. So